Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Tenty from Natalie Lim. Oh, this is a. I think I say this every time. Oh, this is a neat one. They're all neat. I think if they weren't neat, I wouldn't do it. But this one is fun and can be festive. Just depends on how you go about decorating it. Starts off with, I'm just going to go straight across and I'm going to get centered in the screen here. All right, a zigzag. And of course, you can have a lot of fun depending on how you set up this first step. All right, so once you have that, then the next step you can think of in two ways. One, or maybe three. um, One, if we were to speak in Zentangle elemental strokes language, it would be two S shapes, kind of back to back. So it would be like this: one S curve, and then another one, like that, back to back. Or you can think of it as it's actually called like the onion dome, and you could just do it in one stroke. That's fine too. Or if you draw brackets, right, like that. Whatever way works best for you to think about it, do it. And what I aim to do is to get this peak kind of centered, over that base there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and either way, it's okay. All right, next we're going to aura that. And of course, I mean, you can decide how far you want to have your aura be. And we're just going right off the page. And both sides. Oh, I need to have, there we go. Since I'm going off the page. All right. Then fill in. And really, kind of the rest of it is a bit of decorating, but whatever. Well, yeah. Sorry, my brain. It is decorating because you could, and if I remember correctly, because I'm not looking at it, um, take a look at the For More Inspiration link in the description section, because I believe that Natalie has some examples of different ways. So what I'm going to do is I am gonna fill in, because that's what Natalie has in the step out. And just doing every other one. And I have switched to this graphic one because it's perfect for filling in. I always just want to be careful when I get to the around the edges. A lot. I'll do this a lot where just outline. Well, I outline on the inside. Inline. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Inline. Because that way, sometimes you go crazy like that, and I don't want to create a situation. So that's why I usually do that. And then it'll come back, like there's a little bit of gap there, and it can touch up with the O1. All right. But anyway, yeah, so like in these sections, you just want to have something that differentiates one side from the other side. And you could honestly, you could continue that aura of the, we'll call it the onion dome. You could continue that aura all the way down. I think I did that in a, oh, I did, in one of the samples that I have to show you. We used this on a class that I had called Festive Tangles, and we focused on obviously festive tangles, as well as different things that you could do with to share your tangling hobby with with family and friends at at holiday time. All right, then let's see. Oh, yeah. Then the next step, I kind of put a bunch of things in um, on the same box, and again, it's still kind of decorating. But what Natalie did was in these crevices in between, she put a couple little loops, little curved lines. There we go. And then, and I'm gonna flip mine this way. And then she had put where you could just put some dots. All yeah. Well, hers was more like perfing. Okay, I've not done perfing. I'm just doing dots. Perfing would be where it would be more of a straight line or so, like perforations, right? Could also um, do some straight lines if you wanted to. I'm debating what I want to do with this one. Let's do that. And you can have them kind of move, change their direction according to the direction of the shape here. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, so that is some fun. Now I don't know if you see it, but what I first saw was Santa hats. So that's why we used it in the festive tangles. But it's a neat, like I said, it's a neat tangle, and you could do. You don't have to fill in. You could do, straight lines. You could do something in one, something else in the other, or just use the graphite. So many different things. It's just up to you and your creativity. This is I was working on gift tags on our sessions, and so actually we had fun. We just put orbs instead of uh, the two curved lines. Just put orbs, and that's kind of fun. This I used a metallic gel pen and added some dots. And here I auraed the onion dome down, and it has a neat look, And then you could look at it this way too. It's fun. And then this, I don't remember if this was actually finished or not, but um, had to do the Santa hat thing. So anyway, really neat tangle, really neat. Lots of ways to play with it, and also to play with it and not have it look festive as well. So do take a look at the links in the description section. I always do my own version of the step out, and then there's the originator of the tangle. That's listed as for more inspiration. Below that are ways to connect with me if you wish. I have a link to my website and also to our absolutely amazing Facebook community. So if you happen to be on Facebook and you would like to um, hang out with some other Tangle addicts, we would love to have you. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I hope that you would click like, and then also feel free to share it, leave comments, and if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. You know, when I say things out of order, it just throws my brain off, and I did, but it's a good thing. when you take a look at my website, if you're interested in online classes, I do them almost twice weekly. It just depends on the week. I have a lot of them that are free, and I have some that are paid. The information is on my website. Um, and yeah, and I think that that's it then. So, um, you know what? That's it. Except for, you know what? We didn't do any shading. This is the second time. I think this is the second time in a week that I've done that. My bad. And I'm just looking at, well, because this one is fun, just as it is, but I do feel like we need to add a little something. Oh, and I didn't do it on any of them. Something else that you could do. Oh, I'm just thinking. I have this. It's maybe a subconscious ulterior motive. I just want to see who hangs out to the end. and so I shift things a little bit, um, just because. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Uh, Ew, see, that's neat. That kind of makes them pop right out. You could also. I'm not doing a very good aura. Okay, it's just gonna be a squiggly line. Some days. But actually, it's really fun to kind of do an aura. Oh, let's do it on the top too. And yeah, see, and whether it lines up or not, that's okay. It could just be like this. And that makes the whole thing pop. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. That needs a little bit darker here. Honestly, you could do multiple rows of these as well, and kind of use it a bit as a fill-in if you wanted to. Sky's the limit. Lots of fun. All right, now I'm done. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.